Namaste, this is Dr. Rukma Rajendran from Divine Veda. Divine Veda as a team is on for a mission to make Ayurveda heard throughout the world.
We need your support for this. As a token of gratitude, Divine Veda is giving gift vouchers worth Rs 500 for an active subscriber every week. And this week's active subscriber name will be announced in this video.
Please watch this video till the end to know more details regarding that. Ayurveda is all about finding your optimal mind body balance, and this means balancing your hormones. In our everyday conversations, we often blame things on our hormones, yet, most of us may not be having an idea of what these actually meant or are. In short, hormones are the chemical messengers our body produces through the glands in our endocrine system. These hormones have powerful effects on our body's basic processes, from regulating hunger to influencing on our reproductive system. They affect our moods, our weight, our sleep patterns. Ayurveda is concerned with all of these functions of our mind and body as well. The hormones, or these messengers, form what Ayurveda calls Dhatu Agni, that is, the cellular fire, which categorizes hormones and enzymes into groups by its functions. It is understood that the control and the functioning of each hormone in our body is regulated by an equal and opposite hormone produced from a completely different anatomical location. So, Ayurveda not only treats the affected glands alone, instead, the Ayurvedic guidelines are concerned with overall balance. The glands or the Granthi is classified according to Ayurveda as Nisrotra Granthi, that is the endocrine glands, Srotra Granthi, that is the exocrine gland, and Ubhayata Granthi, that is both endocrine and exocrine glands. Exocrine glands or Srotra Granthi, here the secretions are released in specific areas like sweat, salivary glands. Ubhayata Granthi or both endocrine and exocrine glands. Some of the glands will have both the type of secretions. Example, pancreas. Nisrotra Granthi Sharira, that is the endocrine gland. Endocrine glands or endocrine system is made of 8 major glands that control and regularize all life functions from the reproduction to the growth and how the body processes food. The diseases of endocrine gland is mainly caused by the lifestyle negligence and the choices we make. The genetics is also a major predisposing factor in endocrine system disease. The major lifestyle disorders such as diabetes, hyperthyroidism, hypothyroidism are common disorders of endocrine system. The endocrine system is also called as hormone system. The secretions are in the form of chemical messengers. These glands do not have ducts to discharge their hormones. Therefore, endocrine glands are called as ductless glands. They secrete hormones directly into the bloodstream. Though there is no direct explanations of the endocrine system in Ayurveda, but the symptoms related to increase and decrease of hormones produced by some endocrine glands has been given in various contexts. The 8 types of endocrine glands are hypothalamus, pituitary gland, thyroid gland, parathyroid gland, islets of the pancreas, adrenal glands, testes in men, ovaries in women. Relationship of the doshas with the function of endocrine glands. Pituitary gland, which is located in brain, it controls the function of many endocrine glands through its hormone. Like in its anterior lobe, it produces hormones such as human growth hormone, which controls the growth of the skeleton and the skeletal muscles. The excessive secretion of these hormones can cause gigantism, and the deficiency of these hormones can cause dwarfism. And the second is thyroid stimulating hormone, which stimulates the thyroid gland to produce its hormones. Third, adrenocorticotrophic hormones, which stimulates adrenal cortex to secrete its hormones. Fourth, follicle stimulating hormone, that is FSH, which stimulates ovarian follicles to secrete estrogen, and in men it stimulates testes for spermatogenesis. Fifth, luteinizing hormone or LH. It stimulates corpus luteum of ovary to secrete progesterone, and in men it is ICSH, that is interstitial cell stimulating hormone, which stimulates the testes to secrete the testosterone. Sixth, lactogenic hormone. Here it stimulates the milk production in female. Seventh, melanocyte stimulating hormone, which stimulates the melanocytes. And the posterior lobe hormones are oxytocin, which will be responsible for the forceful contraction of uterus to expel the fetus and placenta during the delivery. Second, vasopressin, which helps in the reabsorption of the water by kidney. As these hormones will be absent or will be in very less, due to which the urine output will be very high. The doshas which is related to this endocrine gland, pranavata, sadhanaka pitta and tarpaka kapha. As in our previous videos, we have explained the types of dvata, pitta and kapha separately. For more details, you can check all those videos in the description given below. Hypothalamus gland, which is located in the brain between the pituitary gland and thalamus glands. It has a main role to keep the body in balanced state. It produces hormones like antidiuretic hormone, which increases absorption of water into the blood by the kidney, corticotropin releasing hormones, which helps in the regulation of the metabolism and the immune response, gonadotropin releasing hormone, which help to the release of the sex hormones. Thus, hypothalamus is responsible for controlling many hormones in the body. As the doshas which were explained for the pituitary glands, same stands for hypothalamus also. Thyroid gland, which is located in front of the trachea, just below the larynx. It is made up of right and left lobes. The thyroid glands uses iodine from food to make two types of hormones, T3, that is triiodothyronin, and T4, that is thyroxine, and it is controlled by hypothalamus and pituitary gland. As these hormones controls and regulates the metabolism, growth and development, as well as the activity of nervous system. The decreased production of these hormones can cause hypothyroidism. The excessive production can cause hyperthyroidism, and the enlargement of the thyroid gland is called as the goiter. Parathyroid gland. They are in two pairs. They secrete hormone called as parathyroid hormone. These hormone along with vitamin D helps in the absorption of the calcium, magnesium, phosphate from the gastrointestinal tract into the blood. The excessive production of these hormones can cause hypercalcemia. The dosha predominance. The thyroid gland and parathyroid glands are located in the thyroid region, and thyroid is the seat of kapha dosha, and also it is an organ for the movement of pranavata and udanavata. Adrenal gland. They are located one on each kidney. The adrenal cortex has three zones. The outer zone secretes aldosterone. It helps in the sodium reabsorption by the kidney. Therefore, the excessive secretion can cause hypertension, retention of the sodium, etc. The middle zone secretes cortisone. They help in protein synthesis and glycogenesis, as these helps to fight the infections. The inner zone secretes gonadocorticoids or sex hormones. estrogen in female and androgen in male. The hormones of adrenal medulla, they are epinephrine or adrenaline, which increases the heart rate, blood pressure. The second is norepinephrine or noradrenaline, islet cells of the pancreas. It is located in the abdomen below the stomach. The endocrine pancreas has clusters of cells called islets of Langerhans. As the adrenal glands and the pancreas are located in the abdomen, as abdomen is the seat of Pachaka Pitta, Ranjaka Pitta, Kletaka Kapha, Udana Vata, and Samana Vata. Therefore, the functions of these glands are influenced and monitored by these explained doshas. The testes, they are two oval-shaped organ located in the scrotum, forms the part of male reproductive system. The hormones produce testosterone, inhibin, ovaries. They are two in number and are located in the pelvis. They also produce estrogen and progesterone. Relaxin, as the testes and ovaries are located below the navel, that is, in the pelvic area. Vata is most predominant in that area, mainly the Apana Vata. In our upcoming videos, we'll be discussing about hypothyroidism and hyperthyroidism.
It's time to announce who is that active subscriber. The active subscriber is Chidambar K. Congrats, Chidambar. Thanks for your support, and we expect the same in the upcoming videos as well. The lucky winner should get in touch with Divine Veda team by sending an email to contact@divineveda.com. Divine Veda has started a WhatsApp group. Its link you can find in the description box given below, where we will be mentoring the people on a day-to-day basis on health and fitness.
Until we meet next time with a new video, this is me, Dr. Rukma Rajendran, signing off. Stay home, stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you.